Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. I wanted to talk about the Pluto and Capricorn energies that will soon be transitioning into Aquarius. I will say that it seems like this energy is coming for its final hurrah, so to speak. So it's like, and just to remind you, kind of energy. What about this, that, and the other? So it's like this blame game. It's this judgment over every choice you've made, over every decision, the integrity, and seeking for you to somehow reconcile the differences and make it fair, make it balanced, make it make sense. Because wherever this energy is coming from, some would call it the devil energy, that can play out in many forms. But this devil energy will apply pressure for you to resolve a matter of facts, for you to bring into integrity this thing which is not sustainable, or not able to manage itself, or not able to reconcile itself in some ways. So it might come across as you getting blamed for things, or being like re-questioned in terms of your integrity, and you may have to stand up for yourself and explain why your choices are what your choices are. Now, if your choices have come from a place where you've really given thorough consideration to all the matters at hand, then your choices and decisions will be very firm, and will be very sound, and will be very practical and very logical and make perfect sense. You'll be able to convey that message very clearly with no with nothing hindering the communication. Okay, with the integrity perfectly intact, and the ability to tell someone what is, without all the everything else that comes along with the conversation, which is nothing but the pizzazz of dramas, as a layer that covers getting to the bottom or the bare bones of a matter in a clear way that can finally be put to rest anything that was flimsy, or anything that was considered unbalanced or unjust. So you may have dealt with being blamed for things that were out of your control, things that you did your best to ensure the integrity or stability of a matter. And because people have been either misinformed or choose to only see superficial levels of a situation, and instead of really wanting to understand, are choosing instead to win and to fight because they don't know how to reconcile their reality, or their lack of control within their reality, or their sense of feeling lost and abandoned or betrayed within their reality. They're going to hold on and attack anything that seems responsible for their structures falling apart, whether it's their belief systems, whether it's their ideas, whether it's their way of getting their way. They can no longer hold on to those old forms without things not going their way. It's like, it feels almost like trying to climb a mountain that has a what is it called? Like a landslide? Oh, Lord. I don't know, but I'm seeing like a muddy mountain, and people trying to climb a muddy mountain, but it's like the more they try to climb a muddy mountain, the harder it becomes. The more they slip and slide, the more they fall. But it's like they're not understanding that it's not a solid mountain to climb on. In other words, they're what they're trying to grasp at doesn't really have the weight that they thought it had. What they were standing on isn't really as strong or firm as what they thought they were standing on. And so they feel like a loss of control, like they're falling or like they're sliding. This could even be I guess what in religion they call like backsliding. I presume that's what backsliding means, which is like falling back into like negative patterns or ways that are self-destructive in some ways, right? So instead of taking accountability and stop the motion and the ruckus and get firm with yourself and really like get grounded on where you're standing right now, and instead of projecting everything out there, sit with that pain and get to the bottom of it. And you'll realize a lot of times there's really some things are unfair. I think it really comes down to some people's illusions break sooner than they were prepared for. And they can really hold on to the resentment of their illusions being burst. And it's hard, but it's like when you're so aloof sometimes, you could in some ways psych yourself out to the point where you're constantly being let down, and you'll feel a little pain, but then you'll get over it. But then you'll get the similar pain, and then you'll get over it. And it's like, in some ways, it protects you from harsh realities. But when they do come, if you really sit with them and understand them to as far as you can, you may not understand the fullest picture, but whenever it comes again, you're able to deal with it in a healthier way because you've already done the work as it comes along. So when the energies come once again around and you're being kind of bombarded with, people trying to throw their problems onto you or seek for you to resolve their problems or be angry at you because you didn't do for them what they expected you to do, and now their world is falling apart and it's all your fault that their world is falling apart. But it's like, okay, let's be realistic, let's talk about it. And talking about it, you're getting blamed or you're getting yelled at or you're getting screamed at or you're getting hostilities over things that if you remove all of those emotional outbursts, you'll realize that your pain is valid and that the person you're blaming may have done everything that was in their power to do. And then maybe if you realize and recenter your focus on yourself, you'll realize maybe it's a matter of just accepting things as they are. And if you don't want to accept things as they are, is there anything that you can do about it to make it better? Can you do something? What role did you play in this? Because a lot of times things don't work out with certain individuals or in certain situations. And then instead of fixing it on our part, like seeing if we can do something different, like I really value this person. And maybe I was harsh, or maybe I was indifferent, or maybe I was aloof, or maybe I was selfish, or maybe I was thoughtless. Whatever it could have been, if you consider someone's feelings or you consider someone in your life that you care to have in your life, you're going to do your part to make the effort to ensure that that relationship stays in integrity and stays good and well and whole and happy and sustained in the way that ideally you would want that relationship to be. So this could be a parent-child relationship. It could be, a sibling relationship. It could be a partnership, husband and wife. It's a matter of who do we blame when things fall apart for us? Are we creating an illusion around a situation or an expectation that we expect someone to do something? And then how do we go about getting our way? Are we, stepping on the same individuals that are the ones that are sustaining us? Or are we dismissing the people that matter most to us because we feel somehow entitled to what they have to give us. Like, really look at that and understand that someone that has nothing but love for you, someone that has nothing but resources, someone that has nothing but an ability to ease your pain, right? Somehow, if boundaries aren't created in some way, will be the stepping stone, or the mat, I guess you would say, the stepping mat, for others with pain to dish out all of their problems to, and then expect for you to be there. It's like, if you never expect or demand anything of a person, and your interaction comes and goes as they please, they'll come and go as they please, never quite knowing your needs. Do they care about your needs? Do they only show up when they need from you, or do they show up just because they love you? And they just love you. It's not a demand of you. It's, I want to be around you. I want to love you. I want to be close to you. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. I want to be in your presence. I want you to be in mine. So, if that's how you feel about someone, and it doesn't go that way, have you done your part to ensure that that closeness is there? Or are you just waiting for someone to do what you demand them to do, or think that they're supposed to do, or be mad at them because they're not doing what you think and expect them to do, even though it's not their place to do certain things for you, yet you think it is their place to do it, so you want to get angry at them for expecting them to do something that it was never their place to do for you. And they're the wrong, they're the bad, they're the evil. So perspective is necessary, and practical understanding is imperative. Sit with the pain, whatever the pain might be, and you'll realize that when whatever is bothering, you can address it, but be willing to listen to the answer. Don't get mad that the answer is not what you don't like and then create a problem out of that. No, sometimes the answer, you may not like it. That doesn't mean that the person giving you that answer is wrong or to blame. It's just the person willing to tell you that truth. So accept it, learn from it, deal with it, cope with it, do your part for it, and let things grow in a better direction if you can do anything about it. And if you can't, accept that you've done your part and trust in grace to bring about a better situation, a better result, a better circumstance. Okay? So that's the message. Oh, look at that wind. It's beautiful today. Alrighty. So that's all, folks. I guess I'll come back with another message soon. Take care. Bye.